He comes home when you have let go of controlling him. You know, maybe you have been growing up with parental figures that have been controlling you, coercing you into control instead of raising you. And now you are in the mind of controlling yourself, and you can only do things in the world and hope for things in the world in a controlling way, in which you coerce yourself to do what you need and want to do. And, you know, maybe now you are dealing with other people in a controlling way, and you want to tell them what they need to do. And you tell them what you think about, what they are doing, and with your body language and your not saying anything, your silence, you are trying to tell them what to do. And you're unconsciously looking around for people that don't know themselves what they want to do so that you can guide them. Well, this is all of deeply abusive controlling pattern. And you know, it can be mild. It can be not so bad. It can be just now and then, but still. It can be put inside of your early childhood programming, deep inside of the neural pathways of your brain. Yet still, it is now your responsibility to not listen to them, but listen to peace. So as long as you try to control other people, they won't come to you. Well, guess what? Your twin flame is a person too. This person that is your true twin flame also doesn't like to be talked around, taken by the hand, and you telling them what to do all day. And even when you don't act, when you have a controlling attitude, when you have a controlling energy, this is not going to bode well with anybody. So the best thing you can do is try to figure out how you can stop controlling yourself in the first place, and how you can start to stop feeling controlled by other people. Because often we unconsciously do this a little bit here and there, or pretty much on the other space, because we feel controlled ourselves because of many reasons, because of the neighbor, because of the other person, because my twin flame does it to me first, and that's why I control him back. But that is never true. You know, when you go deeper and you keep on doing the twin flame spiritual work, then you will eventually find out this secret. Control is not true. Control does not exist. So maybe start there. It's not true and it doesn't exist. You are not being controlled by other people. You do not need to control yourself so that you can function. You do not need to control other people so that your life functions well. And you certainly don't need to control your twin flame because they are you. So when you're controlling yourself, you are certainly controlling your twin flame. When you have a controlling attitude, even without doing anything, you have a controlling attitude towards your true twin flame, because on the union level, they are you. So release that. Let that go. See through this illusion towards the truth that control is not true. You don't have the control. So who in the end has the control? Someone's got to have the control. Well, I've got a suggestion for you. Let's say it is the divine. Or if you want to say it like this, the universe. Or whatever you like to call it. The intelligent, ordering principle of life. That is what has control. Well, luckily for us and for everyone, because everyone is a twin flame, that ordering principle of life orders following the architecture of life, and twin flames are in that architecture. So they cannot do anything else than exist. And when you choose that and do the inner work, come closer together. Surrender to that. He comes home when you stop numbing your feelings out. Yeah, because maybe, you do want him to come home one day, and you do want him to move in with you, and you do want to go on romantic candlelight dates with him, and you do want to have a future together, and you do want to have a marriage together and build that family together and build that mission business together. But while wanting all of this, you feel pretty much in your feeling body, in your emotional body, in your energy field, in your aura, in which your physical body also lives, you feel as if you're sort of a plank. You're sort of made from stone. You're sort of a wall, because you are not letting the feelings flow in you, around you. You're not letting that natural energy come out and be soft and be all around you, and so that it's being shared with your true twin flame as well, and any other person that you consciously go in relationship with as well. No, instead of that, you are numbing your feelings out. You're doing as if that is not there. You're pushing it down. You're ordering it away. You're denying your own energy. You're denying your own feelings. You're in denial about that you are angry about this and that. You're in denial about that you are afraid of the future. You are in denial about your jealousy about this beautiful, beautiful car of the neighbor, or something else. You deny that you have body pains. You have learned yourself that somehow this idea that, by repressing it and like pushing it down, that is the best way to go about in your daily life and still keep on doing your money job because you need it after all. Well, that's all a way of doing. I understand it. Don't be mistaken. I understand it completely. I have been doing that as well. As a matter of fact, I talk about all these topics because I have done them myself. So don't be mistaken here. Stop numbing your feelings out, and your divine masculine will be coming home, because now you start to actually feel your feelings. Well, that feels a lot better for another person, and in specific your true twin flame, because they're you. Because you start to feel better. You start to be honest about what you're feeling. You start to be in tune with your emotions. You start to actually feel them. And through the act of feeling them through, you start to process them, and they start to change. They start to change in a better direction. You start to feel more light because you process those heavy feelings, and they, when processed, fall away from your aura, from your energy field. And you start to feel so much better, and they feel that too, and they want to be with you. The problem of numbing your feelings out is that it's often unclear to yourself that that is what you're doing. But there is a solution, and that is to choose to feel your feelings. So take a deep breath. Feel your heart space. Put your hand on your heart space if that feels good for you. And say out loud, or at least think, I choose to feel my feelings. Be serious about it and see what happens. He comes home when you start actually doing your inner work. Often we are in twin flame situations that are not really nice yet, that are not really divine yet in what you would envision as the form of what being nice is, you know, together cozying up on the couch on a Saturday evening with the best snacks that you can imagine, cuddling for hours, whispering romantic sentences in each other's ears. Okay, but you're not there yet. Actually, it feels pretty nasty right now. It just doesn't feel right, and this little thing here is really annoying me. And that other part, yeah, I don't know about that. That's just, you know, maybe it'll change. But I feel bad. So, you are now there. And the inner work is always calling you to where you are now. So the inner work is calling you now, because that is what will make the divine masculine come home. And it's calling you in exactly the situation you are in now. In the emotion that you are in now. And feel that. Support yourself in feeling that. That is starting to do the inner work. Often I see people, they are in this murky cloud of not nice, but you know, that's it. And they forget that that is step one of the key tool of inner work, and that there are 3 more steps to go through in this key that you are in now. So watch my video about the key tool so that you know what it is. I give an entire example and walk you through it. And come to our community in which you can safely do this inner work with us and learn much more about it, download it in all kinds of documents that are so handy to do this inner work with key. The present that I got from Divine Mother in 2011. So start to take your situation as the start of your inner work. Please, please. Don't wallow in your situation. This is your step 1. He comes home when you are in a harmonious relationship with the divine. So again, no matter if you call it the universe or whatever, there is a source where you came from, where your soul came from, where your twin flame union came from and was created in. And this is a relationship. And this relationship can be made peaceful and harmonious and soft and full of golden light, while not losing the reality of life at all. At all. If it's anything, then it is reordering you towards a place where you are sobered up, not gone crazy or gone woo-woo. This divine relationship, everyone has it. Everyone talks to God sometimes. Everyone prays when their loved ones are sick, or has their own way of relating to your source. Now, work with that more. Make it harmonious. Make it so that you flow with what your source says. Make it so that you harmonize with what you hear that God says to you. And always maintain that. Maybe you want to take your 15 minutes every morning to make that connection consciously in the heart with your source. And surrender into it. More and more. Until you feel completed in harmonizing between you and your source. Well, the first person that below that, in order, so to speak, that embodies that relationship is your true twin flame. So when you are harmonious with your divine source, they must come to you as well, because that's attractive. That's now in the order. It's now their turn. And the divine masculine will come home to you. He comes home when you stop believing twin flame nonsense, such as separation is a stage. I hear that a lot. I'm in the separation stage. So, when this stage is finished, we'll be together. But this is the separation stage, so, I can't help it. It's the separation stage. But separation is not a stage. Separation is the consciousness of feeling separated. It's the consciousness of thinking that you are separated from your source, which in truth you're not. And with inner work, you heal that consciousness into union consciousness, into feeling connected with your source, always in a harmonious way. And this can happen in your life. It might take a while, and then you're there. But it's not a rule that then you need to fall out of that union consciousness again, and you need to go through the separation stage. I feel so separated, but I'm so lucky because this is a separation stage. I know there's more stages, so they must come one day. I don't know when, but they will come. Okay, it's normal that you are not together from baby on. You're toddlers, you're not together yet, you haven't met yet. Okay, that's normal, okay? But when you grow up and you feel the call to search for your life's partner, and you go out and find them, then you also do the inner work to go to your union consciousness. And then you're together. You don't need to separate again after that. There's certainly not a rule. And I will tell you something more. When you come in a harmonious twin flame union, the state of being, the state of consciousness that it is all about, then even when you would temporarily not be with them for a while because of certain reasons that need to be worked out, practical reasons, or inner work reasons, you still don't feel separated from them. Because when you have, at the core, made that separation undone because of your choice, and you're coming into harmonious union because of your inner work, then that is so. Haven't you noticed that your partner, your twin flame, is sometimes in another room of the house? Well, aren't you separated at that moment? Sometimes they go to their work and they leave me at home. Aren't we separated then? No, of course not, because you are one in the heart, and that relationship and that commitment is made come true by your choice to the level of the divine, And that's why physically separating and being in another room of the house is not the issue. Because in the heart, you have made it come true. But this is not a fantasy. It's not a fantasy like, oh yeah, I've made it come true because now I will say it. Now I have the word harmonious union. No, it's an actual thing that actually happens at the core of your being, in your energy. So yeah, that's why we have a school and a teacher and study material and inner work tools and stuff, you know, to make it all understandable and accessible. All right. So other twin flame nonsense is waiting for the twin flame is normal. Maybe you think that. Maybe you're endlessly waiting. What time is it? Oh, it's still waiting for the twin flame time. Okay. So what time is it now? Is it? Yeah, it's still waiting for the twin flame time. Okay. So we're waiting for union. Are you also waiting for union? Oh, let's wait for union together, because one day, I know, after that cosmic wave, oh, then union will be here. And you know it will be for everybody, I'm sure. Well, has that been working out for you? And how long have you been waiting for that correct cosmic wave? You don't need to wait for your twin flame. You do the inner work to be with your twin flame. You feel your feelings to be with your twin flame. You choose harmonious union to be in with your twin flame. You choose your actual twin flame to be with your twin flame. Time is an illusion. You don't need to wait. Just start with key step 1. The inner work. Now. That's the secret. Maybe another twin flame nonsense has hit you and you think that there is a surrender stage. Now this surrender stage, oh, I'm in it. And if I'm not yet in it, then it will come, because I am surrendering. I'm surrendering. I feel it. I am. I do. I'm surrendering completely. Didn't you hear what I say? All right, so there's not a surrendering stage. Every stage of the twin flame journey needs your surrender to be taking place, because the only one that has control is the divine. Remember, we just established that one in an earlier point. And another twin flame nonsense is sticking it out no matter what. Yeah, because you just need to stick it out with them, you know, you just need to grab them, and you know, they're just a little bit annoying, and just they are like having another one. They're having another one. Don't tell anybody that they have another relationship. Don't tell anybody. Oh no, I'm sticking it out here. I'm sticking it out. I'm just keeping it here because, you know, I have to stick it out no matter what. Well, not really. What about being genuine with yourself, how you're truly feeling about this relationship that is maybe quite toxic? The least thing you can do for yourself is acknowledging what is going on. Doesn't this look like a little bit of a narcissistic abuse situation? Oops. Well, whether it's your true twin flame or not, it's good to realize that. It's good to realize where you are. It's good to realize that you're very angry about that. All right, so that's your step 1 again. You are now being genuine about your situation and not sticking it out no matter what. Being genuine leads to something better, usually. You do step 1 of the key tool. You acknowledge how you feel. You phrase it. I'm upset because they're having another and it makes me feel sick. And then you go to step 2. When this leads to you needing to impart boundaries, yeah, then do that. Take also into consideration that it might be possible that you are in a false twin flame experience. And these are all lessons that you actually need to learn so that you don't repeat them and so that this half abusive, shitty bullshit that's going on never returns to your life ever again. And you need to set that straight with yourself in the first place. That's where it needs to go, to yourself in the first place. And I emphasize that because when you do that inner work and set yourself straight completely, then one of these things must happen. You will not be upset about the situation anymore, or the situation will change with you in an active or passive role. I don't know, it differs, but it will change. They will act differently as well. He comes home when you start believing in your true union. Maybe you actually secretly, unconsciously don't really believe that you deserve it. That you deserve to have this sacred divine marriage. Maybe you have a whole bunch of negating messages in your head, around the back of your brain, that hold yourself back to have what you desire, to have what is your birthright, because you are human and therefore a twin flame. So, what can you do? Start believing in your union. And guess what? I already believe in you. And if that feels good to you, that I believe in you, then come join us. This entire video is also valid for the Divine Feminine. Just turn it around. What's going on when they still don't talk with you after all of this has been worked through by you? Well, I talk about that one in the video that is coming up right now, and in a couple seconds it will come here, and then I will see you there. All right, see you soon then. Bye.